Look at all this. Look at all these acorns this year. I mean, last year we had a big crop of acorns, and again this year. It's like, and when this happens right here, when you have all these acorns, you can put all the corn out you want and everything, and they're gonna walk right past that corn and go to these acorns. But the good thing about it is, I'm gonna show you something right here that absolutely works for deer, elk, anything you can think of. They'll walk right past the acorns and go to this. But anyways, we're gonna head on down on the back of the place, and I'm gonna show you a couple different places like this. But every single oak tree, every single live oak tree, and even the blackjack oaks are all covered in acorns. So let's go down there and take a look at it. Also this year, I jumped on the dozer and I cleared out about 1,300 foot right away down through here to get some of them cedars out here, so things will start growing back up, provide more feed and all kind of food for wildlife. Usually in this part of the world, in the Texas Hill Country, when you clear a right of way, you clear any brush out down here, it takes 3 to 4 years before it starts coming back. But this year, with all the rain we've had, look at it. This is unheard of the first year after a dozer in the Texas Hill Country. So not only are we facing every kind of oak tree out here, shin oak, live oak, blackjack oak, they're all loaded with acres. It's a good example of what happened with all the rain we've had in the hill country. So that makes the hunting really, 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 really hard, and especially this bow season. You know, by the time gun season gets here, it'll start getting a little bit better. But for opening bow season in a couple more weeks, it's going to be rough because they're just not really hitting them feeders. I'm going to show you a couple more things, and then I'm going to show you the secret sauce that'll help you with those deer walk right past them acres, walk right past your corn feeder, and over to this. I'm over here by my Funhorun pop-up blind. And by the way, I've tried out this blind. I absolutely love this blind. The other day, I was sitting here, I was hunting hogs. I didn't see any hogs, but I put my secret sauce out there about 10 yards away. 2 nice young bucks. They were young bucks, but they're really nice bucks. Come walking by. They walked within 10 feet of my blind right here, went over there to what I'm feeding, and completely ignored me. Okay. And this time of year, it starts cooling off. This is when you're gonna start seeing them rattlesnakes. When it just starts getting mild days and everything, you're gonna start seeing rattlers. But anyways, I was sitting in this blind the other day, all these acorns falling off these oak trees above me right here, and when they hit the top of this blind, I promise you, it sounded like a 30-06 going off. It made me jump out of my chair, boom! But anyways, hopefully by the time gun season gets here, that there won't be any more acorns falling on the top of my blind, because I mean, it sounds just like a gun going off. But anyways, again, I got this blind right here. It's a Funhorun. I mean, you could camp out in this daggum thing. Literally, you could camp out in here. It got that floor in there, and you don't have to worry about your kids and rattlesnakes or even yourself. But anyways, we're gonna go back over to Claire's feeder, and we're gonna take a look at it and see what we can find out over there. Then I'm gonna suggest to you the best thing that you can put out right now if you want to get a shot during bow season. I've got everything finally in place. I got one more pop-up Funhorun blind. After I bought that pop-up, that Funhorun, Claire wants one, so I got one more because I've got my pop-up blind for the south wind. I got this tripod right here for my north wind. So for during both seasons, I got a north wind and a south wind set up. Now, for a guy my age, this is not the best thing in the world to be climbing up on it before daylight, but I've been doing it for years, so be real careful. Hopefully everything works out. But anyways, we're gonna get the cards here, then we're gonna finish up on the last feeder over here, and then I'm gonna show you what I kind of recommend for you to use or to try out. See, normally this feeder right here, there is no corn left. I don't care how much I turn it up or how high I turn it up, there will be no corn left. Look at it, look at all this corn. They're not even hitting this corn right now. And this one blind right here, I have not been putting that secret sauce that I put out, so I've been checking it on the other ones. I've been using it for years, but I haven't been putting it over here because at first I hadn't planned on bow hunting over here, so I haven't been putting any of that stuff out. But anyways, I just want to show you the difference when you put out that feed I'm talking about and when you don't. But this is what it looks like when there's acorns everywhere. This is what your corn feeder is going to look like. can see, look at this right here. I mowed this, and I mowed it twice this year. And since that big flood we had here, I mean, look at it. It's 3 to 4 feet high. This is only about 2 to 3 feet high here, but other spots it's up to 3 to 4 feet. So you can see what you contend with when you got all these good weeds and forbs and beans and legumes and everything growing all these acorns. But anyways, I meant to tell you, we had a real good time down in Rock Springs yesterday. I love Rock Springs, Texas. That is the most hunting town left in Texas other than over in East Texas. I mean, you see more deer hunters year round, especially starting this time of year. Now we're over here at the most important deer blind on my place. This is Claire's blind. It's where Mama hunts. So yesterday evening I came out here and I laid out this feed right here, and I laid it out thick everywhere out here, just really, really thick. Look at it today. Look over there at that corn. Now that's from this morning. They got all the corn last night because they were here, but this morning they didn't pay hardly any attention to that corn over there. But when I was growing up, we always had horses. We had all of our horses with 6 kids, and my mom and my dad, and we had my aunt and my uncle and 3 more kids, and we had a bunch of action horses. So I think we had like 25 horses or something like this. So we had a lot of horses, and we fed them, of course, horse and mule sweet feed with 12% molasses in it. And we live right in East Texas, and behind our house is all woods. We couldn't hardly keep the sweet feed out for the horses without the deer getting into it. So then, I mean, I learned right then and there as a very young teenager in South Texas. When I first started hunting, we never even heard of a deer feeder. I never heard of a deer stand, like a blind or anything, or a deer feeder. But I knew about this sweet feed right here. So when I lived down in South Texas where it's real dry and everything, I would put out sweet feed. And I mean, there would be so many deer in that sendero, I couldn't even get a shot. There's so many. So, but it makes a big difference what kind you get. This is horse and mule feed, 12% molasses, not horse, mule, and calf or cow, just horse and mule. All right, here's the scientific way I do this. Claire gave me this. I guess it's a little bitty teeny frying pan, but I said, give me a pot. So this is one she gave me. But anyways, I just come out here, and because I can come out all the time, I just throw one of them out, usually two little scoops out there. That way they can't really get it, but they can smell it. So it brings them in every time. And when I'm going to hunt, I go ahead and pour it out enough where they can get it and eat it. There's my wild turkeys. You see them, babe?
Oh yeah, they're there.
They heard me pull up. They know I'm putting out that sweet feed, so here comes the turkeys. Look at them. They just waited for me to ride by. They're going to go back over Claire's stand. Look at them. There they go. All right. On our small place here, we have 50 acres out here in the western part of Kerr County. And you wouldn't believe, in this western part, on 50 acres, of course, there's thousands of acres around us. We got the Stires Ranch, and and the ranch next to it is like 39,000 acres combined ranch for animals to come out of and come over here. But you wouldn't believe all the game that we see here, elk, red deer, all kind of stuff like that. But on this 50 acres, I have 6 blinds. That way I have a north blind and a south blind. And I've got 3 of these pots right here. They hold 35 gallons of water, and I keep them filled up. That makes such a big difference, especially for exotics. Because, you know, this is all low fence, so those exotics can come in and go out. But I just got a 35 gallon tank, and I think it's a 45 gallon trough, but I only put 35 gallons at a time in here. But this is over here in Claire's Canyon. This is her gun stand over here. And yeah, I mean, she always kills elk over here. In fact, this week we're looking for a young red deer because my cousin's coming down, and there's nothing better. I couldn't buy a prime beef that's better than eating red deer. So Claire's gonna try to get us a young spike or you know, a cow that don't have a calf with it or something like that. But we've been trying seriously to get this YouTube channel going for about a year now, and all of a sudden it's starting to pick up. We're getting brand new subscribers all the time, and I just can't tell you how much we appreciate it. If there's something you want me to talk about or do or show you in this part of the world or whatever, please drop me a comment. God bless you. Please like and subscribe. Make a comment if you've ever used this right here. And we're going to keep on going. We got a lot of really good videos coming up. I got my cousin Tuffy coming down. I hadn't seen him in a long time. We grew up together, hunting together. We got some stories. And he's a very, very interesting guy. And I love him so much. But anyways, we'll see you again soon. God bless.